Okay, we're gonna get started here. Um, we're in Newington, Connecticut.
We are, right.
It's December 2004. What's the date? The 10th?
The 11th.
11.
December 11th.
Saturday, December 11th, 2004.
2004. Alright, let's get started here, guys. Take a comfortable seat, put on some comfortable shoes.
Yeah, he does.
Alright. We're getting... Hey, that's you. Hey. Take me record. This is what we're gonna go through. A couple of questions from our children's children. Yeah, you don't have to read it. I'll read it to you.
Okay.
So we're gonna get started with the facts.
What the facts, right?
Name, rank, serial number, date of birth, place of birth.
I was born in Hartford, Connecticut, June 28, 1932, in Hartford Hospital.
June.
June 28, 1932.
What are your parents' names?
My parents' name was George Fontaine and Edna Drury.
The Drury. How do you spell Drury?
D-R-E-W-R-Y. Drury.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed,
What do you wear glasses for?
so I can see
Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
both.
Are you married?
I am married.
How many? Just one wife?
Just one wife.
What's your spouse's name?
Her name is Roberta Fontaine. Roberta Covey.
How many children do you have?
I have 4 sons.
How many grandchildren? Have you counted them lately?
Eight grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 grandsons and 2 girls.
Wow.
2 girls.
When did you get married?
I got married in 1958.
May?
May. May 10th.
May 10th, 51.
May 10th, 58.
Do you have any pets growing up?
I had pets growing up. I had a dog.
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Where?
In
Weathersfield.
Weathersfield. In Weathersfield.
You had one dog?
Yeah, one dog.
Kind of dog?
Yeah,
Just a mutt?
a mutt. A mutt. I don't remember his name.
So you were born in Hartford. Where were your parents born?
And my parents were born in. My mother was born in England, and my father was in probably Connecticut.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have one brother and one sister. My brother is older, and my sister is younger. My sister died in a long time ago.
So your sister was younger and your brother was older.
Older. He's I'm 72. He's 74 years old.
What about your aunts and uncles? How many aunts and uncles do you have? Remember them growing up?
My father had one aunt and one uncle. My mother had one uncle, brother.
How far away did they live?
My father lived in Harvard. My mother lived in New York.
Did you have a religious family growing up? Did you guys go to church?
Yeah, we did. We had a Catholic religion.
What'd your dad do for a living?
He worked in Coles manufacturing. They made guns.
Where was that?
In Harvard.
Yeah. What did he do there?
He was a machinist, and he was a foreman in there, in Coles.
How about your mom?
She worked in part-time in Aetna Insurance Company in Harvard.
And Do you remember, did you take vacations with your folks when you were growing up?
I did. We went to Hammonasset Beach.
Where's that?
In Connecticut.
Yeah. Did you go to the same place every year or go to different places?
We didn't go many places.
So when you went to the beach, where did you stay? Did you just go down there for a day trip or something there?
No, we rented a cottage. We had to row to the beach.
Row to the beach?
Row to the beach all the time.
Yeah. Do you remember any special stories your grandmother or grandfather ever told you? What are some of the stories of your grandfather or grandparents? Your grandparents?
I remember my grandfather and Walter Drury. He scared me on Halloween.
Did he? What did he do?
Yeah. He wore a ghost outfit and he scared me in Glastonbury, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
What about your grandmother? Where was she? What was she like?
She was
What was her name? Walter Drury was married to
Elizabeth Drury.
Right. What was she like?
She was a good woman. Yeah, she was good.
Nice.
She lived
Grandmother?
with her in Wilcox Street a lot of times. Yeah, for a long time.
Wilcox in Weathersfield?
In Weathersfield.
She lived with you?
She did. She did.
What, after Walter or your grandfather passed away or something?
No, he lived with her too.
Oh, so you had your grandparents living with you in Wilcox?
Right.
Why was that?
Because I don't know.
They were retired, they weren't working at the time?
They were retired, right?
That must have been fun. You had them living with you right there?
Yeah, right.
Where'd they sleep? In a spare bedroom or something like that?
I don't know. They lived next door to on Wilcox Street and with Frida Drury.
Yeah.
And Walter Gubis. They lived there.
Alright.
For some time.
Yeah. Do you remember anything about what Walter Drury did for work?
Walter Drury. He was my grandfather. He
Yeah.
was a butler and my grandmother was a maid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your parents' relationship like? Were they warm, inviting, have people over?
No,
Stern, strict?
they were pretty stern. They didn't have many people over.
Who were you named for? Why did they name you Robert?
I wasn't named after anyone.
How about your
Yeah.
brother or sister? Were they named for anyone in particular?
George was named after my father. His name was George.
Right. As a teenager, when you were, going through high school or whatever, did you get along with your parents? Or was there trouble
No,
when you became a teenager?
I got along with my parents. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You ever remember playing tricks on your brothers or sisters growing up?
Yeah, my brother and I used to fight all the time. Used to wrestle in a room. We kicked a hole in the ceilings one time.
In Weathersfield?
Yeah, in Weathersfield. Right. It came down slanting.
Yeah, you had like knee walls there or something, right?
Knee walls, right.
I remember that room up there.
Right.
Came down, you had it was a short ceiling.
Right.
Was that your bedroom, the boys' bedroom? Was in those
Yeah,
rooms?
right.
So that's the ceiling, you can kick right through those if you're on the bed.
Yeah, we kicked right to him. Right.
Dad was probably not too happy about
Yeah,
that.
right. He wasn't, right.
How about your sister? What did she do with two boys? Did she just avoid you or try to keep up with you?
Yeah, we got along good with her, right. She didn't avoid us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your dad shave with a straight razor or an electric razor?
Straight razor.
Right, you used the straight. What did you learn on? Safety razor?
Safety razor, not a straight razor.
Yeah. What,
When I was in the Navy, the chief brought us a razor that was 20 years old. If you didn't shave, he took that razor and to shave with. Right.
had to shave every morning.
Right. Even
20-year-old straight razor,
Right.
rusty, and
right. He didn't have a beard or nothing.
yeah. Were you considered rich, poor, or middle class growing up?
Probably middle class.
Yeah.
We didn't have too much money.
But there were some that had less than you.
Yeah, right. We owned our own home and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Owned a car.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you have bicycles growing up?
We had one bicycle for 3 kids. My sister had a ride a boy's bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had one bikes for 3 kids.
When you look back,
Whoever got it first was driving it.
whoever got home first,
Right. Yeah.
who handled the money in your parents' house?
My mother worked and my father worked, but he probably handled money in the house.
Did they own that house in Weathersfield, or they rent that house?
They owned it.
Yeah.
Right. He owned the car.
Who were the neighbors there?
Jim Noonan lived across the street, and Carter lived next to him. Yeah, a lot of good neighbors.
Yeah. Were your parents fancy dressers? Or what do you remember them wearing? You know, when your dad, what would he wear when he goes to work?
He wore old clothes. It always smelled of oil.
Mm-hmm.
You know, working at Coles.
Your mom, was she a fancy dresser?
No, she was. She worked at part time in Aetna, the insurance company.
Now, when you met mom, do you remember taking mom home to Weathersfield, introduce her to your folks?
No, I didn't. We met Mom in Harvard sometimes.
Yeah. So you introduced them like at a restaurant or something like that? How did you introduce your parents? Do you remember that as a special moment or anything when you introduced your parents to mom?
No, I don't. No.
Do you have a
Harvard, right? In G Fox's.
do you have a piece of furniture or something from your folks when you were growing up you still have? Anything from home that you remember?
Yeah, Jim has that table downstairs in my Wilcox home.
Dining room table?
Dining room table, right?
That came from Wilcox?
That was it. Your mother didn't use that table. Your father had it down the stove. He used to remember it was all pink.
I
It was a dining room table that was used for you. You had it done.
I know.
So what year were you born?
1932.
32. So, you remember the Depression at all?
No, I don't. Right.
Do you remember your parents talking about it?
Yeah, it was tough times, I guess. Yeah. It was tough times.
Was your father working during the Depression?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So he had a pretty good job at Coles.
Yeah. He avoided the draft because he worked at Coles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, made guns.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they were drafting everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So where did your parents move after Weathersfield?
After Weathersfield, they sold the house. They moved to Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Chatham, Mass.
Why'd they move there? What was in Chatham?
My brother lived there. So they moved up there.
So they were retired, they moved out there?
Yeah, they were
Well, Mitchell
retired.
They were doing an interview.
Yeah.
And then, where else have they lived? Where else have they lived?
They lived in East Hartford and East Hartford, right?
East Side.
Hi.
They before they moved to Weathersfield.
Hold on a second.
You don't know what to do?
Okay, where were we?
I don't know. Where were we?
Did your father have a favorite saying that you can remember your father saying or your mother saying or something?
father didn't have a favorite saying. I don't remember it. If I did,
What was your house like? Was it in a development or in a city?
it was in Weathersfield. It was near Weathersfield Cove. It was development, I guess
Mhm.
you would call it. It was on Wilcox Street in Weathersfield.
You know that bedroom upstairs, the boys' bedroom, or your bedroom?
Yeah, right.
If you look out the windows there, what do you see? What's your view?
You could see next door on Avalon Place. You can see the roof of the back porch.
Mhm.
Back porch. Right. You can see the garage out there in Avalon Place.
Did you remember? Did you have an icebox in that house, or electric
Refrigerator.
electric refrigerator?
Yeah.
Who delivered to your house? Did you have a milkman, a mailman, an oilman, an eggman, a laundryman?
Yeah, the coal man delivered coal before we converted to oil, and ragman came, and the vegetable man came, and the ragman came, and I think that's all they came.
Oh, you didn't have an icebox.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
What did your parents' room look like? Was it upstairs too?
Upstairs too, right? All the bedrooms were upstairs. That was a pretty big room. We had 3 bedrooms. My brother and slept in one room, and my sister slept in one room, and my parents one room.
They had a big room.
Big, bigger than ours, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Was it bright? Did they keep it dark or bright?
No, it had 3 windows in front of the room. Yeah, 3 windows.
Did you
It
sleep?
was bright, right?
Did you sleep in there when you were sick or anything? You remember taking a nap in there?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Was there music on in the house? Did you guys play a Victrola or a radio or anything?
Oh, radio, probably. TV came in what, 1953 or 4?
Yeah.
TV came in.
Did you guys get a TV?
Yeah, black and white TV, right?
How many channels?
Couple channels, probably.
2 or 3, right?
Yeah,
The big networks were the only ones.
right. 2 or 3 channels, yeah.
Did they, and they must have broadcast right from Hartford or something. Those must have been
Yeah,
a
probably.
channel or something.
WTIC, been there forever in Hartford.
Were your parents interested in the news? Did they watch the news or listen to the radio news?
Yeah, World War II, we saw movies on the news in theaters and listened to the news and TV. They had what do you call it? The guy came down the street. I don't know what it was called. It was Clark that came down the street. He told you to blacken out the lights.
Yeah,
You know,
at nighttime. And
at nighttime. Yeah,
he was like the watchman or something like that.
yeah. I forget what he was called. Yeah,
So how old?
watchman.
How old were you when the war started?
Probably. Probably 9 or 10.
Yeah. So what do you remember about that period? Do you remember other people in the neighborhood going off to war? Neighbors?
No, we were too young. That was. We were too young. Yeah.
Did you remember losing any family or relatives in the war?
No.
What else did they, and what else was different about America when the war happened?
Well, we were. Gas was rationed. You had coupons for food and coupons for gas and everything. Yeah.
but you could go to school the same and that
Oh, yeah.
wasn't interrupted or
Right,
anything.
right. We had air raids programs, and you had to slide onto your desk, you know,
Like a drill at school.
like a drill. Yeah.
What what did the teachers say? Do you remember them, talking about the war or trying to explain it to you?
Not really, no. We just watched the radio and TV, and they had on movies, newsreels, and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Did you guys have, back to the house for a second, did you have a back door, a side door? Like, where did people come in if you had a visitor? Would they come to the front
In
door?
the
or the side?
front door,
Maybe
right.
front door.
Front door, we had a black back door, too. Came to the front door.
Did you have a fireplace in that house?
No fireplace in Weathersfield.
What about a stove in the kitchen? What did you cook with?
We had a stove, right.
Gas, electric, wood.
Electric, I think, yeah.
Did you hang out your clothes to dry?
We did, yeah. Had a clothesline, dry clothes. We had a coal furnace. The guy used to deliver coal. The whole cellar was full of coals, coal dust.
And they shot
Yeah.
it down the chute.
Oh, yeah, right.
You remember anything that your parents always wanted? You know, a new car, or a window in the kitchen, or an air
Yeah.
conditioner or something?
My father always wanted to. We didn't have a shower in a bathroom.
Yeah.
He wanted to put a shower in a bathroom. We never had a shower.
So you had a tub? That's
We
it?
had a tub. It had low ceiling, so
Yeah.
you couldn't put a shower in there.
Uh,
It was tough, you know. It came down on slant, you know. It was a small bathroom.
One bathroom in the whole house?
Yeah,
Or was there
one bathroom
and nothing?
in a second floor.
That's it? Nothing on the first floor?
No,
Is that right?
no.
Where did you eat? In the kitchen or in the dining room?
We had a dining room, right.
Did you,
Big dining room.
did you eat in there, or was
Yeah.
it more informal like you'd eat in the kitchen?
We didn't have room in the kitchen. Too much room.
Yeah.
We had a sink and a icebox and a stove. You know, didn't have too much room in the kitchen.
What was your phone number there?
Jackson 9151 or something. Right? Yeah.
Was that,
yeah.
how many telephones did you have? One phone in there?
One phone? Yeah.
Do you
There
remember?
was a party line.
Yeah.
You had to get one. No one was on. You know.
And how would you do that? Like, you just pick it up, listen, and
You
hang up,
pick it up and listen. Someone was on
Yeah.
or not.
and you just wait until it's free?
Yeah.
Did you have to
Wait.
call an
Yeah.
operator to get the number?
No, you didn't. Yeah.
Like, how would
No.
you call to mom or something from the house?
You just dial a
Just dial a number.
Yeah.
What was, did you get a newspaper there every day? Remember anything like that?
No daily newspapers. Yeah. My buddy used to deliver. Jerry McTeague used to deliver the Current.
The Hartford Current?
Yeah, Hartford Current. Right.
What,
He used to deliver it. Yeah. Then when the Current used to deliver the papers and collect the newspaper fees.
who were your other friends that lived around there? What were their names?
Jerry McTeague, he was a newspaper guy. Ralph Trumbull, Flynn, Clark, a lot of kids lived on that street.
It was a busy, lot of kids around there.
A lot of kids.
Did you walk to school?
Yeah,
Take the bus?
walk to school. Walk to school. Weathersfield High School, it was probably a mile. Good mile.
Do you remember, what did you do? Go walk pass their house, knock on their door, get them, or did you all just kind of meet on the corner and then go?
No, two guys used to walk with me. They used to knock on the door.
Yeah, just get you in the morning.
Get me in the morning. Yeah. We used to walk the railroad tracks and cut over the pond in the back of the railroad tracks. We sent some guy test the ice all the time. He was a heavy guy. We sent him over test the ice.
What was his name?
No layman.
No
Right.
layman?
No layman. He fell through one time.
Oh man, what was
Yeah. It was shallow, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was shallow. Yeah. We sent him all the time.
Oh man.
Test the ice. We used to throw rocks at it. Yeah. See if it was safe.
What, you remember going over your friend's house? You know, eat dinner over there, or play
Yes.
over their house sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Right. A lot of kids around there. A lot of kids.
Who was your best friend in that neighborhood?
He lived on a corner of Gordon Greenwood.
Gordon Greenwood.
Yeah.
What's Gordon Greenwood? What's he doing now? Any idea?
He moved to Florida. He died. Yeah. He died, yeah. Dave Wilson died. He was in Church Street. He went to school with me. He died too.
What did Gordon Greenwood do when he grew up? What did he do for work? Did you ever keep in touch with him?
We rode to his truck. He worked, his father owned a Greenwood Road Company. We drove to school with him sometimes. He goes after school to work. Yeah, I used to work with him sometimes, yeah.
What did he do, take over his father's business or something when, he got out of school when he was raising a family?
Yeah, right.
He kept the business.
He worked with him, yeah. He went in Navy, right away. Yeah. He moved to Florida.
Did you have any chores around the house?
Yeah, me and my brother used to weed the garden and mow the lawn and shovel a sidewalk and driveway and all of that stuff. Yeah.
You remember having chicken pox or the measles or anything growing up?
Yeah, chicken pox and measles were quite common in those days. Yeah.
How close were you to the city? Could you walk to Hartford or take a bus or something?
Take a bus, yeah. Hartford was close to Weathersfield.
Did you go to the city? Did you like going downtown?
Yeah. Used to go downtown on a bus. Right.
What did you do?
Used to go to movies. There were a lot of theaters in Hartford. Now there's none in Hartford. Yeah. There were a lot of theaters in Hartford. Good movies.
Did you ever, what was your favorite board game? You ever play games at home?
Yeah, probably Monopoly. It was a good board game, yeah. And checkers and chess.
Was your neighborhood, would you have liked to raise your kids in that same neighborhood?
Oh yeah.
Was it a good neighborhood to grow up in?
It was, yeah. We had Stillman Park, ballpark, and we used to, hit golf balls over there. And, yeah.
Where was the prison? Was right near there, right? What was that? What kind of prison was that? And what was it like?
Yeah, the prison was over there. They had a garden. We used to get tomatoes from the gardener. Get corn from there.
So you would see the prisoners in there? And
Oh yeah,
talk to them?
trustees. They managed the garden. We used to see football games in there, baseball games in there. Yeah.
So it was a big piece of land.
Big prison. Yeah. Big prison. Yeah.
I mean, did you get to talk to the prisoners in there?
Yeah. The gardener was he was a trustee. He used to save us baseballs and all of that stuff.
What's a
It,
trustee?
He was a trustee. He worked in a prison.
Yeah. But he's a
Just,
prisoner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a prisoner, right.
So what did he do? Did you ever
He-
ask him?
Yeah, he managed a garden.
No, why was he in there?
Oh,
What's he in the
I-
joint for?
I don't know.
You never asked him?
But, yeah, never asked him, right? His name was, Frenchie.
Was he an older guy?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
So did they use the food in the prison? He would actually raise tomatoes and bring it in and cook them?
Oh, yeah, right. They raised corn and tomatoes and peas and all that stuff. Yeah.
What else? I mean, did they have any scary incidents at the prison over there ever?
Uh, no, they didn't, yeah. They, commuted some guys in there.
They executed him?
Yeah, they
In
did.
that prison?
In that prison, yeah. Yeah.
So they had some serious criminals in there.
Oh, yeah, right. They did, yeah.
How did you know about that? Did Frenchie tell you or something?
No, they, read it in, newspaper and, radio,
Mm.
all of that stuff, yeah.
What were some of the other familiar places around the neighborhood? What else were the landmarks? You saying that was Elm Park? What was the name of that park?
Elm Park.
Or what was the name of the park?
That was, Stillman Park,
Stillman.
I guess. Stillman Park, yeah.
Who's Stillman?
I really don't know who it was.
What else was in the neighborhood?
After they got rid of the prison, the warden's house is still there, and motor vehicles is still there. They knocked down the prison and built motor vehicles in there. What else is there? Nothing that I can remember.
So when you left that neighborhood and you got out of school, and what did you do then?
I graduated in high school. I wanted to quit high school, but my mother wouldn't let me. So I took the exam for the Navy, and I was all set. I said, you can call me after June 15th or something when I graduate high school. I was called June 28th. Go in the Navy. Yeah, my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And how old
They
were
called
you?
me.
You were 18.
18, I think. Yeah.
So
I
what
was out of high school for a couple weeks. Yeah. I already took the exam. I was called up to the Navy 2 weeks later.
So what was the name of your company?
Company 605 in Great Lakes, Illinois. Great Lakes.
Yeah. What was it? What type of company? Is it, munitions, engineering,
No, it was boot camp.
boot camp
Oh,
company?
yeah, right.
In the Great Lakes?
In Chicago, Illinois, Great
Oh,
Lakes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who was your captain, or remember the commanding officer when you first got in there?
He was a chief. He was called back to run boot camps, companies.
Why did you choose the Navy?
Well, I don't know. All my buddies were in there. They were starting up the draft during the Korean War, you know.
Yeah, what was
So-
going on when you were graduating? The Korean War was already started. Was going on? Was there a war?
Yeah, it was.
You were
Yeah.
at war.
Yeah.
So we were
Yeah.
at war when you graduated. So you knew you were signing up and there was a
Yeah,
war.
right.
So what
It was.
did
Yeah,
your folks
yeah.
think about that?
Is my buddy drove me to Harvard, Al Wilcox. He lived on Avalon Place. He drove me to Harvard to get the train to Springfield. We had physical over there, and I thought we were coming back, but we never did.
Oh, you shipped right out?
Yeah, right. Never did, yeah. We went to Springfield and we went to Chicago. It took a couple days on a train. Jeez, on a train to Chicago.
Jeez, would Al Wilcox sign up with you, or he just
No,
drove you?
he just drove me to there.
So your parents weren't in the military? Do you remember in your family history, was anybody else in the military that you can remember?
No, my brother was.
Yeah.
I used to visit him in California. And he was in Marines.
Yeah.
He was in he joined from college, you know.
Mhm.
He had reserves.
Yeah.
Craig was in there,
29 pounds.
29 pounds.
Where was that?
In
In 29 pounds. I guess that's
California,
Yeah.
right. I visited him and I was stationed in Long Beach, California. 29 pounds. Yeah.
So what ships were you on? Remember any of them?
I was in Allsteed and Polaris. They were cargo ships. We used to replenish ships, destroyers and carriers and cruisers in Korea, right? We used to load up in Sasebo, Japan, and go up to replenish the fleets up in Korea, Busan, Korea, right?
What kind of uniform did you wear? You remember your uniform, what it looked like?
It was cold there, yeah. It was, we had to go down in a freezer hold and potatoes and meat and eggs and all of that stuff.
All the
you know.
supplies?
All the supplies, yeah. We had to, the ships didn't leave. They fueled up there, and we brought them food. They didn't leave up there. They fueled up there and brought them food
Ah,
and
yeah.
everything.
So they stayed at the front and you would just bring
Right.
stuff to them.
Right, exactly.
So you went from Chicago Great Lakes boot camp. Where'd you go right after that?
I went to Oakland, California, near Frisco.
Yeah. You just waiting for, you just wait for assignment from there or something?
Yeah, we were in cargo handling battalion. I went to Guam first for over a year. We unloaded cargo ships over there
In Guam?
in Guam. A lot of ammo in there.
How long were you in Oakland before you shipped out to Guam?
Probably 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you got to Guam. What was the living like in Guam?
That was tough.
Nice
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. Nice place. Yeah. We lived in Quonset huts, probably 8 or 10 guys to a hut. You know,
What's a Quonset hut?
like a aluminum hut. You know, round huts.
Any
Round
windows
huts.
in those things?
No, one door.
Yeah, one door on each.
Yeah. In and out. We used to sleep with mosquito nets
Oh,
over
really?
the bunks.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
It was just hot, tropical, all
yeah.
the time.
Hot.
Yeah.
No air conditioning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was hot. Yeah.
Hmm.
We went over there twice, I think. Twice.
Were you at sea much?
No. That was land based over there.
Yeah.
When I was at sea, I was at Korea on a cargo ship.
Mm.
After I went there, I was on destroyers. I had a short time to go. I was on 3 destroyers, you know. I had a short time to go.
Yeah.
All the time they sent ships out for 6 months. I couldn't go.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they transferred me to another ship.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you went from Guam to Korea.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
long of a tour of duty? How long were you in the Navy altogether?
4 years, yeah. Yeah.
So
4
you,
years.
you signed up and you're in for 4 years.
4 years.
So, and
right.
you knew that up front. You knew it was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
right, right. 4 years, yeah.
Did you have the opportunity to re-up?
Oh, yeah, they always have that.
Yeah.
They give you a bonus for re-upping.
Yeah.
Didn't want it, yeah.
How much were you making in the Navy? Do you remember? What they paid you?
Nah,
What'd you do with all your money?
spent it,
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't send it
Yeah.
home or bring it home? You don't
No.
remember?
I had bonds coming out. Bonds coming out,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Guam, huh?
Uh,
What was the country like? Did you get free time over there?
Oh, yeah, not much free time. There was nothing to do
Yeah.
over there.
There was no
They-
city?
No, not really. They caught some Japanese soldiers from World War II over there in Guam. They were over there in Guam fighting.
Like still thinking World War II
Yeah,
is
right.
going on.
They think, right?
How did they
think,
find
right.
it?
They used to steal clothes. We used to hang up clothes
Mm.
in the back of the Quonset hut. They used to steal clothes, you know?
Take your shirts and
Yeah,
pants and...
yeah. They finally found them. Yeah.
Did you see them?
That, no.
Or they just put them in the barracks or something?
Yeah. They lived off the land, I guess. Yeah. Or they stole clothes and food and everything.
So
That
what...
was a long time ago. Jesus. Yeah. War was over. You know.
Yeah, and a half, and then some.
Yeah. Right.
And what were you doing in Guam? You were loading up what kind of...
We load cement and all of supply cargoes and bombs
and the
and
munitions and all?
munitions and for the Air Force and
Is that where you hurt your finger?
yeah,
Is
I
that
did.
Guam?
Yeah, in Guam, I got squeezed my finger in 2 bombs. I was down in the hole. I had to climb up the ladder in a hole.
But,
They-
so what were you doing? Loading bombs and some guys passing them to you?
No,
How did it happen?
we had to shackle the bombs, 3 bombs, 2 bombs, and 1 bomb. And then they drag them up and put them on a flatbed, 3 bombs, 2 bombs, and 1 bomb.
Yeah.
And we were down there swinging the bombs around, you know.
How big were these bombs?
Big. Big as this table, you know.
Like
Big.
500 pounders or...
Yeah,
More
big
than
as, big as this table, yeah. So we swinging them around, and this guy swung them around, and my hand was in there, and it got squashed. You know?
Between another bomb, like...
between two bombs, yeah.
Did it hurt?
It did. I had to climb up the ladder, you know.
This dude, bloody hand.
With bloody hand, yeah.
Sort of broke bones and...
No, it just, it was smashed, you know.
Yeah.
He stitched it up and went to the doctor. Novocained it up and stitched it up. Yeah.
Send you on your way.
Right.
Back to work the next day.
Yeah. No, I had count bombs
Oh, yeah.
on the deck. How many came out, you know?
Where were these bombs going? Were these for an aircraft or...
No, they were for Air Force. Yeah.
Oh, drop them out of a plane?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
For the Air Force.
What did they call them? What did you guys call these bombs? Did they have a nickname or something?
No, I don't know.
So then you went to Japan?
Yeah, yeah.
Where were you based over there?
We lived on a Sasebo, Japan. We were on a ship.
Oh, yeah. So you were a year?
TAD, Temporary Auxiliary Duty. They sent some of us, we were in cargo handling battalion, they called it.
Mm-hmm.
They sent some of us there in cargo ships. Load food in destroyers and cruisers and battleships and carriers and all that stuff.
So was Sasebo, was there a Navy base in Sasebo or something?
Yeah, right.
But you stayed on board? You didn't
Yeah,
stay in the barracks?
right. Yeah, they used to have Japanese workers load up the ship, and then we carried it to Korea and unloaded it.
What, so did you get on land much? Like, you know, for R&R or something, go into Japan?
We were in Japan. We didn't get hit land in Korea.
Did you go?
We loaded up for probably a week or 10 days. We loaded up and then we went to Korea.
Oh, then you would go with the ship.
Unload, right.
What was the ship say out there?
Allsteed and Polaris.
Oh, both of those
Yeah.
from Sasebo?
Yeah, right.
And how long were you in the Japanese in Japan? So Guam was a year?
Yeah, we went over there 2 times. Over there in Japan was probably a year.
Yeah. Did you ever have to do KP duty or anything like that, or motor pool, or...
Yeah, in boot camp, you have to do K-pod duty.
Yeah.
Or whatever, yeah. You have to wash dishes and cook and all of that stuff. Everybody has to do that.
But that was just in boot camp?
Yeah, in boot camp, yeah.
Do you, so did you see any action in Guam? Was there any fighting over there?
No.
How about in Japan?
In Korea,
Or, yeah.
they used to bomb the ships all the time, yeah.
Your ships, like, go after the Allsteed? Or the Polaris?
Yeah, right.
Right.
We went in one time close to land. We got fired on one time. I think it was a cruiser or destroyer, yeah. No, the captain said, yeah, we'll go in, you know.
Yeah.
So we went in and they fired on a cruiser or destroyer or whatever.
Not the Polaris or the...
Oh, yeah, we were near him.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you were supplying that battleship.
Right.
So did you see... You guys didn't get hit, but you got
No,
some shells around it?
Oh, yeah, right.
But,
Yeah.
nobody got killed in that?
No.
Nothing like that. Did your
Right.
ships have guns on them? Even the
Yeah,
supply ships?
they had 5-inch guns on that cargo ships.
Did they train, like, did you have a drill, go into a drill to fire them off and practice or anything?
Yeah, we had holes, holes to fire the guns. You know, battle stations.
Yeah.
You had a certain gun to go to.
Yeah, you had your duty. So what were you
Yeah.
doing during battle stations?
I was handling guns, ammo.
Feeding the ammo up and
Yeah,
and
right,
so-
right.
Did you have, did you carry a rifle or sidearm on board or anything
No,
like that?
no.
So you only had
Just the guard. The guards had a 45 pistol.
Yeah.
Who was on duty had a 45 pistol.
So during the war, your whole time in the Navy, did you see anybody get shot or killed?
No.
So it was good to be a little bit removed in the supply line.
Right. It was good, yeah. Yeah.
What did you, the Japanese used to supply or load up the ships?
Yeah. Japanese, yeah. We had, we were on a cargo ship. They used to load them up, yeah. We, we were down there. It was cold. Freezer.
Yeah.
Freezer's cold, you know?
Yeah, down below.
The meat and frozen food. They were, we were down there with gloves on and cargo,
Full turnout coat in there.
they were down there with nothing.
The Japanese guys?
Yeah, they were nothing.
Barefoot or something?
Jeez, no gloves on and,
man.
Jesus. We used to go up, used to stay down there probably 15 minutes, then go up, and
More
another
on.
guy comes down.
Yeah.
They were there for hours. Man, jeez.
How did they survive in that?
Yeah, they drop a case of eggs or apples. Can I eat it? Can I eat it? They would eat raw eggs.
Yeah.
And apples and everything.
So these were the poor workers that didn't have anything, huh?
Nothing.
Yeah.
No. When we came in from Korea, the sandpans used to, they know cargo ships. They used to come around. You got apples, you got potatoes, you got chickens or eggs or something. They used to come around by the thousands,
Swarming
by
about.
hundreds, you know. We, you got apples, you got tomatoes, you got this. We used to throw them at them. You want apples? Okay. We have a
Whole case.
case of apples. Boom. It would break the boat.
Break their sampan?
Oh, God.
Sink their
Used
boat?
to sink their boats. Jeez.
So they would come along looking for a free
Oh, yeah.
handout.
Jeez. That was fun. Jeez. They, when we were tied up, they didn't want workers, Japanese workers, below decks, you know. So we used to have a toilet over the rail, you know.
For those guys to use?
For those guys, we cut the ropes on one. This guy was in there, and he fell off. The whole thing.
Did you hear him go down?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see him go over? Were you guys?
Yeah, right. Waited for him. The whole cane went down. Jeez. They didn't want him below decks.
So you guys must have been well supplied. If you are the supply ship, you guys must have had cigarettes, meat,
Yeah,
everything you want.
everything. Yeah.
Man, that's the place to be. So what? They supplied them with, clothing and blankets and all of that stuff as well.
No, just food.
Oh yeah.
Just food. Yeah. They had clothing, I guess.
Yeah. You didn't need to bring another.
Yeah, just food and gas and oil and tankers. Used to go fill them up. Never left. And ammo, I guess.
You remember seeing any USO performers?
On Guam, we saw Jack Benny was there. in Guam.
Oh yeah, he came to Guam.
Yeah, Jack Benny was there. That's all I saw.
How about in Japan? Were you able to get on, for R&R, go into off base at all?
Yeah, we used to go to Sasebo.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah,
What was that city like? Do you remember?
not much.
No.
Not much.
Just on the shore. Just that.
Yeah, right. And not much.
What did the people, the common people, where did they live? What kind of houses?
Didn't see too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go shopping? Like in stores or restaurants or anything? Or bars? Or...
Not many bars. Not too many houses around there.
Did it
It
get
was-
cold in the winter? Were you there for winter time?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was cold. Yeah. That was in 50s,
Mm.
Not much.
Yeah.
Around there.
They were probably still rebuilding
Yeah, right.
after the
right,
war.
Right. Yeah.
Where did you get, like I remember you came back, you got Mom that big doll and stuff from Japan.
No, that doll she has there, I didn't know her even there.
Oh. Yeah, you only met her after.
John
John Draghi.
Draghi got her that doll, yeah. I didn't know her there.
Yeah. Did you bring anything home, as a souvenir from Guam or from Japan?
Yeah, those dolls up there came from Japan. I bought my sister, silk pajamas from there. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I got those photographs
mm.
in from Japan
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Do you, you remember writing any letters over there? Or getting any letters from home?
Yeah. That was used to write when you were in a war zone. You write free on it. That's the only time I
Oh,
wrote.
Because you could send it for free?
Free.
Yeah.
For free. They used officers used to call it tax run. Tax run. When you were in a war zone, you get free taxes for a month.
Oh, yeah. So you have to go in, meet
Yeah.
the qualification, and
Yeah,
get
right,
back
right. They used to call it tax run. We're going on a tax run, right?
So what was
Officers used to call it that.
what was it? How did you know when you were in the war zone? So many miles from where the fighting was, or something?
I don't know. I don't know. In the war zone, yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
How long did it
Used to
take?
write it free. Free.
How long did mail take to get back and forth?
Long time, yeah.
It must have taken like a month or something to get a letter
Oh,
back
yeah,
from Japan.
right. Oh, yeah. They can't deliver it while you're at sea.
Yeah, you
you
gotta
know?
wait till you get back.
Right. How do they run it?
Did you carry
No.
mail, or was that a
Now
separate?
they got computers and
Oh, yeah.
all of that stuff. Yeah.
Cell phones.
Cell phones and
Could you make a phone call?
nah,
You don't remember any telephones on board?
nah.
What was the highest ranking officer you ever remember seeing or meeting?
Probably the captain of the ship. Yeah. The boot camp was they had boot camps was first class and chief run the company. So yeah. That guy I had was a reservist.
Oh yeah.
They called him back to push companies through Great Lakes. Yeah.
What are the other stories? What else do you remember about your time in the service? What was like the funniest times that you remember there?
Funniest times was in Japan when those sampans used to come around.
Just working with those guys.
Yeah, they were funny.
Did you learn any Japanese?
Yeah, I learned how to count to 10, and Ichiban was number one boy.
Yeah.
Ichiban, yeah, number one boy.
You still remember?
You had Ichiban was, he could speak English.
Ah.
You told him
Mm.
what you wanted,
Mhm.
you know.
Ah. You remember how to say anything or count? How do you count?
Uh, I used to know how to count to 10, but I don't know now.
What else do you remember in Japanese? Hello, goodbye, please, thank you.
Yeah. Ohayo gozaimasu. What's that mean? Hello, how are you?
Yeah.
I could think.
Gozaimasu.
Yeah.
Ichiban was the number one guy. He would do all the...
Number one guy,
Yeah.
yeah. Speak to him, what you want, yeah.
So did you miss being away from home?
Yeah, I did in boot camp,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, when you're first indoctrinated
Oh,
in there.
yeah. I wanted to go, AWOL.
Yeah, yeah. Was it tough?
Yeah, it was. It was tough, yeah.
What didn't you like
Yeah.
about it?
You're just, you're leaving, you know.
Yeah.
You're from your family and all your buddies.
Mm.
It was tough. It was tough.
Yeah.
But after a while, you know, you found buddies and all of that stuff, you know. It was good, yeah.
What did you learn to do? And that was the first time you had been away from home. So what did you learn to do by yourself, for yourself? Yeah.
Learn everything
Yeah.
by yourself, yeah. Learn everything.
What did you learn, about, what made you most proud of being in the Navy or being in the service?
Yeah. I was proud to be in a service in many ways, yeah. Being by yourself, being about life.
Did you learn a lot? You think you learned a lot in the service?
Oh yeah. Learn how to get around and how to treat your roommates and all of that stuff, yeah. It was tough, but after a while you got pretty used to it, you know.
What did your parents think of you joining the service?
Well, they didn't come. A lot of people came to, that was in Chicago, to when you graduated boot camp,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
My parents didn't even come. That was a long way
Yeah.
from them, you know.
Yeah.
Not many parents came, but
Otherwise, you would have, got a job at Colts or something if you didn't go into the Navy, you think?
no, my father wouldn't get me a job in Colts. He told me, stay out of the factories.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, stay out of the factories.
What do you think he wanted you to do?
I don't know. That's why I joined the Navy, right? I didn't like the school. I wanted to quit school, but joined the Navy. But,
And was he okay with you going into the service?
oh yeah.
Your dad was? Was he
Yeah.
proud of it to have
Yeah, he
to
was.
have a son in the service?
He was, yeah. My brother went in the service.
Right.
He didn't go overseas, but he was in the Marine Corps. But he was an officer. He joined the reserves in college, I guess. Yeah.
Did you ever use a Colt gun?